Welcome back. I'm Collins Trott, Child Development Faculty on the Wallace Community College Dothan campus. In this episode, we are going to be learning about the Writing Center. This episode describes the importance of a writing center. We will also discuss how a well set up writing center can promote a child's development in many domains, including social, emotional, cognitive, language, and creativity. So join me, Miss Trott, as we learn all about the Writing Center. A writing center was not found in many early childhood classrooms until recently. After all, children were not expected to develop writing skills until they were taught how to in primary school. Literacy analysis have finally come to the conclusion that reading and writing skills develop simultaneously and are interconnected. Helping children emerge into writing in preschool also helps them emerge into reading. Early childhood educators who oppose writing in preschool saw it as part of a pushed-down academic curriculum from first grade. It's not. Instead, it's a pushed-up natural development by the children themselves who want to emerge into writing if we can help them. The concepts of emergent literacy refer both to reading and to writing as abilities that emerge naturally within children when they are surrounded by reading and writing activities at home and in the preschool, and encouraged to interact with them playfully. The print-rich environment applies to a classroom where the natural development of writing is encouraged. These items in children's everyday surroundings contain rich contextualized cues illustrating to children that print is symbolic, functional, and meaningful. Learning to write is both an act of discovery and of being taught. Writing activities can be used to promote social, emotional, cognitive, language, and creative development. This learning center should be located as close as possible to the book center or listening center. Writing activities can then be stimulated by or spill over into these two areas as children become excited about written communication. The Writing Center should contain child-sized table and chairs. The center should be sectioned off with a shelf divider that can contain sets of alphabet letters, various printing tools and implements, lending materials, a typewriter or computer or sand table, and even mailboxes. The walls of the Writing Center should feature a variety of colorful posters or pictures with labels, a bulletin board for mounting children's writing or your messages to them, photos of children writing, and the alphabet letters from A to Z in uppercase and lowercase. Book posters are appropriate here as well. Like the other learning centers in the classroom, the Writing Center should be set up for children to explore and play independently. We understand that it is not appropriate for preschool teachers to give children formal instruction in writing. Instead, your program should encourage children to experiment with written symbols through play, just as they learned to talk by playing with sounds. Alphabet books from your book center also need to spend time in the Writing Center. Fresh versions of this popular form of picture book come out in new editions year after year. Once the Writing Center is set up and equipped, the teacher needs to observe in an informal manner the children who are using the center, commenting on their involvement and encouraging them in their continuation of the activities. This observation helps the teacher determine whether particular children are interacting with writing materials in order to support them with activities that will extend their learning. To record observations, the teacher needs to be aware of what kind of Writing Center activities can occur at the manipulation level, the mastery level, and the meaning level. In addition to recording an individual child's interaction level, the teacher needs to keep track of which children use the Writing Center regularly and which ones do not. The teacher's own presence in the center may bring in children who have not yet experimented with writing. Their attention to individuals may encourage them to attempt this new skill. The teacher may also offer a direct invitation to a child who has not become involved. Perhaps the child can write a note about the building block that they have constructed to go along with a digital photo that they are taking home. Children are more often motivated to attempt new writing activities when it's personal and it relates to them personally. Some children just need help to get them started. Then the teacher can quietly withdraw and let them continue on their own. Finally, sensitive teachers will keep their eyes and ears open to children's own ideas and suggestions so that they can reconstruct the Writing Center to better serve the needs of individuals. If teachers make this center fun for preschoolers, children will engage in the writing activities with the same zest they bring to dramatic play or block buildings. Teachers understand that it is not their role to teach young children to write, but to set up a writing center to entice them to become deeply involved in writing activities on their own. Now, let's review what we've learned. Writing activities can be used to promote social, emotional, cognitive, language, and creative development. In setting up the Writing Center, be sure to include child-sized table and chairs, various printing tools and implements, and alphabet books. The teacher's role in the Writing Center is, of course, to set up the area and observe. That wraps us up for this episode. You may learn more about this topic by reviewing the resources posted in your course. As always, if you have any questions, please contact me or your instructor. Thanks for joining me, Miss Trott, as we learned all about the Writing Center. See you next time.